We are seeing even more of a southerly shift to this storm, and we're going to talk about that in just a moment. First, I'll show you the latest satellite picture right now. Real easy, well-defined eye with Florence as it continues to churn in the Atlantic, about 570 miles east-southeast of Cape Lookout, and continuing on a movement of west-northwest. So here is the 5 a.m. update from the National Hurricane Center. Maximum sustained winds right now down to 130, gusts still at 160. That does keep it a Category 4 hurricane, moving west-northwest at 17 miles an hour. So let's put this into motion. We move it out, now looking like landfall somewhere south of Hatteras. Cape Lookout in as far to the south and west as possibly staying in the ocean. Now, this is what we're talking about. Remember, everybody focuses on the middle part of this, but landfall could happen up here. By Friday, 2 a.m., it could be already have made landfall, or this storm could be out in the ocean still. And that's what's critical about this. And as we move this ahead, we're going to move this timeline ahead all the way to the end. I want you to pay attention to the northern part of this. This actually shows the northern edge of this now just grazing Wake County. We're still in that cone of uncertainty for the eye, but Myrtle Beach and the entire state of South Carolina has now come into play with the movement of this system. There was some possibility that it could go to the north earlier, but now the latest forecast from the National Hurricane Center has it near us, near the coast Friday morning, making landfall. It still could stay out to sea here and make landfall somewhere down here or here. So that's why there's a lot of question marks on this. Or it could come up through our area as well. This is just a shift in the pattern. It's funny, somebody said, well, if it goes south, that's not what the cone was saying. No, remember, this cone, it could end up anywhere in here. So again, it looks like it could be down to a Cat 3 as it gets closer to the coast. That's a change, down to 120 miles an hour. Could make landfall up here, but it could make landfall into South Carolina too. So we're just starting to analyze this. Now, here's the latest warnings from the National Hurricane Center and from your local National Weather Service office in Raleigh. The entire coast still under a hurricane watch or warning. We see a hurricane watch for Wayne County and Sampson County, Bladen and Robeson counties in our area. And then we see tropical storm watch. That means we're watching for 39 to 74 mile an hour winds from Tarboro all the way down to Rayford. We do not see any watches for Raleigh or points north and west yet. All waiting to decide where the storm might go, and then based on that, the National Weather Service may expand it, especially off to this way, but we'll have to wait and see. As far as rainfall totals, this is an update while you were sleeping too. Raleigh is still into that 5 to 10 inch category, and that would still mean flooding. I mean, 10 inches, we saw what 10 inches did during Matthew. So 5 to 10 inches is significant, but 20 inches of rainfall possible down the coast, and then 10 to 15 inches, that 10 to 15 inch swath cutting right through Wayne County, Sampson County, and now Cumberland County, Hope County, and more counties as that 10 to 15 inch rainfall expands off to the west.